Hello, welcome to the Poll. I'm Katrina Lee, and we are on WRFCLP Rochester 106.3, RochesterFreeRadio.com. We are live. You can stream us. You can get anywhere. Tune in app, and we are on the Armed Forces Network. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. It is Thursday, and we are on until midnight.
Dude, I didn't even know
we have Oz in the house. So
what up?
Just don't understand.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's been great.
Sweet.
I had the most insane week, but it's been so successful. And we weren't on last week because a lot of chaos and just life, but we're doing really good. Tonight's going to be a little bit of errors, probably. We're learning how to work the soundboards and training.
Sorry.
And no, it's all of us. I am too. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're good.
And it's different.
Yeah. Aaron Peck, man, where you at? We need a soundboard guy. Come on, dude.
We're getting
Let's go.
But yeah, it's been fantastic. So this week I opened 8 walk-in rehab clinics in Erie County.
You sound like you said 8.
8.
You opened 8 walk-in rehab clinics.
Pop-up walk-in clinics
You're a crazy
in all different
person.
areas.
You are
And I
nuts,
connected Western New York Interlock. So Western New York Interlock, if you get in trouble, you get GWI. They are forced to have interlock.
Yeah.
But if you're an alcoholic and you want help and you don't want to worry about it and you're not court related, you can get voluntary interlock. Now, voluntary interlock, when you blow and you mess up and you drink, obviously, and you can't start your car, it doesn't let you move, but it doesn't punish you. So you don't have to pay fees and everything.
Dope.
So yeah, you just kind of start and then it.
What I don't understand.
Who wants to get DUI?
No, nobody
if you
wants
know
to
you have
do
a
that.
drinking
They suck,
problem, why
dude.
not go for it?
Definitely have to. I mean, go for the Uber, but that interlock thing. it's a
Uber's
pain.
newer, so back in the day it wasn't
Right,
around.
nobody
so.
had that option. But that interlock thing, I don't understand.
kind
They
of
don't
a
want
pain,
you to be
but-
on your phone, but then, because that distracts you. But when you're doing the interlock, you're driving and you're turning, the thing starts beeping at you, so you got to, drive and turn.
Yeah, you have to blow into it, and they got
Right.
the camera, and you got to, and there's supposedly you're supposed to pull over, but no one
How are
actually
you gonna
pulls
pull
over. No one does.
It's dangerous to do that. You can't cut through 4 lanes, pull over to the
You're
right-hand
on
side
that
of the road.
throughway,
You'll get
I'll
smashed
cut
out.
over and blow and look at the camera. No, it doesn't work that way. But I believe in it because I actually had voluntary interlock during my divorce, and it helped me because I had some slight issues. And if you fueled me, and especially if booze was involved, I'm like a psycho, and I might hunt you down.
Psycho is a light word for it. You're
Psycho,
really
yeah.
intelligent, but as smart
Super.
as you're intelligent, you're that much crazy. Your unicorn zone is off the damn chart. So you have to go across the street and be like, all right, boys, it's over here.
It's over here.
Unicorn zone.
The unicorn
Over
zone,
here.
yeah.
This much crazy to this much hotness with this much intelligence.
You have to deal with it, so accept it. I'm extremely smart, off the charts, Mensa IQ, but I'm nuts.
Hold on, we're gonna give an
I'm nuts,
exception
but
to that.
I'm semi-cute, at least.
Emotional intelligence is good, but the relationship intelligence here, Katrina needs to hire me full time as her freaking therapist. All right?
Yes, I agree.
Now, there's one part you are like a monkey with learning disabilities.
Yes.
Half of one.
Touch the hot pan.
Stop
touch.
touching the hot. I want to carry on a newspaper. No, Katrina.
I
bad,
foolishly touched the hot pan today, and
Oh
I'm
my
I'm
God.
done
Me
with
too.
the hot pan. I'm
See,
done.
At least you associated it with something bad.
Bad.
Now it's a hot pan. It's I don't want to
I know
touch
it's
the hot
bad.
pan. I like. Oh God, the hot pan.
Yes, it's bad.
At least you think about it now.
So there's this show, and it's on Lifetime. It's called You. And I'm obsessed with it. It's about this guy, and he starts stalking this girl, and he falls in love with her, and you don't realize he's killing everyone around her because he's so in love with her, and he thinks he's helping her. And that actually happened to me pretty much. Not with a guy killing everyone, but the same level of trying to date and stuff. I'm I watch it. It's amazing. It is so good. It's great. You got to totally go on Portal and look it out. It's YouTube, and it's on Lifetime. Amazing. So good. So intense.
Don't lie. My live video just ended. That sucked.
So we have some things that occurred on our show. So we were suspended last week because we had to behave. So we are going to change it a little bit and behave and be more on the line and not cross it.
Yes.
So we need to watch on certain descriptions of sex acts and stuff from our guests. So you can't say certain things, and we have to watch it.
You looked at me funny when I said sucked.
Yeah.
I can say
was
sucked
bad.
as
No,
long as
it sucks.
he sucked.
Yeah.
On his oranges.
Yeah, you just gotta watch, so you can't see that. I was like, but yeah, obviously those certain words, no, and
Do we got California Love by Tupac and
I don't think we play that.
Fresh
but
out of jail, California screaming. Yeah, we're out.
I love those. I actually danced to those years ago.
Yeah,
Everyone loves
that
California
song
Love.
right there.
That's
man.
a
Anytime
classic.
you hear it, you're in a good mood. You driving around like So yeah, this has been a crazy week, man. Good to be back though. We're out of suspension. We're back ready. Everybody's in here. We got mad energy flowing in the room. We got some new people on the board. We got Gary over there.
And they love us. Like I talked to them, and it was a really good meeting. And they're like, "We don't hate you. Just you gotta like you're on that line." So I guess if you mess up in radio, because I'm not a radio person, and I didn't go to school for this. You go to court.
You go to court for radio issues?
Yeah, if you make a like a wrong saying, you go to court for it. So we really gotta watch what we say, so we're not like embarrassed in court.
So maybe we should have our own.
I don't know even what the rest would be, but I mean, what do you say? Like, oops, I swore. I have no idea.
We should have our own disclaimers, maybe, because they have like a 30-minute disclaimer for every show we go on here now. Like, let's go. Our opinions are not facts.
We're
They're
the
based.
most like shaky, like online. They said online, like don't. Push
you guys
anymore.
are sketchy. You're like that roller coaster at the Carney Carnival where it's like, should I go on it? I don't know, but it looks like fun. We're gonna try it out.
And Miss Roxy Love helped us get suspended. Yeah. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. That was your saying that they heard on the radio. It was not me. It was not Oz. It was straight up Roxy.
Roxy loved it.
She doesn't even know, but it was her.
I love the fact that her kid's nickname is Oz.
I know. Just
That's
like
so
you.
dope. Every time I see her on Facebook, Oz did this. Like, no, I didn't know. So, oh, little one. Yeah, I see you, homie.
This
What up?
little one. So we have, it's been very exciting. It's been Halloween. It seems to exist for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been
How do you
great,
feel about
man.
this holiday?
Yo, listen, I wish Halloween.
I mean, I
was
love holidays,
every
but
day.
it seems relentless. Like it's not ending.
Love it. You know what kills me is 24/7 Christmas music till like.
It started today on Sirius.
Drives me nuts.
Started today.
Man.
The Hallmark Channel on Sirius started today.
Bro, I have a retail background, so I'd be in the mall all day in the same songs on loop. It was like Groundhog Day, but where you want to just go bananas or smacking.
That's the worst movie ever. It's so boring. And then I used to work.
Bill Murray movie boring? You can't say that.
I hated Groundhog Day when I was a kid. Maybe it's better if I watched it again, but
I feel like that's racist towards white people. You gotta love. Bill
I
Murray.
love white people. I hated that movie specifically.
All right, he's the man. Dude.
Yeah, it was brutal, but crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, I worked at Wegmans and I did overnight stock, and they do the chicken dance every night at 4:00 in the morning.
Chicken dance?
Chicken dance,
Oh,
the song.
no.
Every night. He knew it was coming, so he didn't care. He'd be in the aisles like, boom, break it out.
You know what? I don't think I've done a chicken dance in probably at least 2 decades.
So we are actually operating the soundboard for the first time. We have a new producer helping us out.
Thank
I
you.
would like to cut in a nice sound break, so I don't know how to give him a heads up, but we're going to do it. And I want to let everyone know to check out the Extremely Hot magazine in Rochester. It's got all the info on all the strip club events and what's happening.
Yes, all my degenerate friends, check out the Extremely Hot magazine. It got everything, the clubs, the bars, all the good stuff that you want to see naked people at.
Beautiful girls. Diamond, who was on the show, and she's on the cover. She works at the Mirage. Go visit her.
Hi, Diamond. What up, Mirage? What's up to all of our Facebook Live people right now, too? What's up, everybody? How you doing?
I know. How's our Facebook Live? Like, can we kind of song? Yes. Let's, hi.
Katrina.
I got my nerd glasses on. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
She is a nerd, so she's not just a hot girl in glasses.
I think we
She's a nerd.
could use some Rush or some music. Thank you.
Yeah, let's get it. We got music?
We had Dawn Marie, and she's calling from foreplaybuzz.com. And she's one of our sex toy experts. So why don't you tell us about the toy of the week, Dawn?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How's my friend?
I miss you. And you live so close. We need to go out and have a good time.
I'm there. I really need other adult freaky friends who don't judge me.
And I'm 10 minutes away, not even. Literally. Like, I'm in Elma. I'm so close to you.
We could both Uber and meet right on Main Street and go to all the bars.
Exactly. Actually, you don't even have to pay money for Uber. My parents know I'm a degenerate, and they will pick us up and drop us off.
That's awesome. My dad does the same thing. Like, Dad,
my mom goes, "Don't you dare drive!" So they actually drop me off to the barbell and then pick me up in Easter.
That's so dope.
Well, I do the same for my daughter, so
yes, that's good parenting. You know, you're like, all right.
Good parenting. All right, this week's toy of the week is the beginner G-spot toy. I like it because it's inexpensive and it gives women a chance to find their G-spot and their clit at the same time, giving them multiple orgasms. And when they relax enough to have their G-spot or their clit orgasm, they're going to relax enough to have the G-spot, which is the squirting, which every woman in the world has the ability to squirt.
Yes. You know what? I've been saying
I'm a squirt.
that. Like
you can't.
that.
You just gotta do it the right way.
You guys all have the same plumbing.
100%. Women stop it because they get nervous.
Right.
Or they just don't know where it is, or he doesn't know where it is. And a lot of the YouTube tutorials have it so wrong. They'll show the man like elbow deep. That's not good. If you touch an organ, you should call 911.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. No.
Exactly.
Who learns that from YouTube? Damn kids nowadays. Do it the old-fashioned way to experiment.
Right now, it's so sad. Like, you know, the internet has changed the world.
I remember back in my day.
Bad information, you know what I mean? And it's funny because a lot of the millennials will tell me, "Oh, we invented that." I'm like, "What?"
Are you kidding me?
I don't think you get credit for an entire orgasm, but okay.
You know what? I've taken credit for entire orgasms.
So my friend actually went and he won a basket of adult toys. It had lube, toy cleaner, and stuff. It wasn't your company, but it was free anyways. He gave it to me, but it was on one of the stimulators where it latches on. It was nice, but wasn't quite the same as my favorite one.
What does latch on
when
to?
I hit the latch on though, like I get too excited. I keep pumping it up.
They got straps around your legs and you hold it down, like latch on.
Yeah, my clit had a hickey.
Jesus.
It wasn't good. So,
like latches on. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Gotta be careful. God. Anyway, my website is the number 4 PLAYBUZZ.com, and I would highly suggest the beginner G-spot if you've never had one. It's only $39. It really just gets you where you need to go.
I agree. So that's all we need in the world. So thank you so much. And everyone check it out. And she sells toys. So sign up, check out her website, and you can get on there and you can go get toys. You can sign, you can sell them, and you can do everything. So
hey, are you gonna have
she's
any,
going literally national, all over. Where'd you sign up people in California, Florida? You
oh
said
my God,
week?
I did California, Mississippi, Louisiana, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York.
I'm so proud of you. That's amazing.
That's dope. Hey, are you gonna have any Black Friday deals?
And we're local girls, you know what I mean?
I know. It's the best. We're both from Elma.
Hey, Dawn, before you go, are you going to have any Black Friday or any like holiday specials?
I am. I'm going to have some freaky kits. I think I'm going to do the Coochie, which is the best shaving cream in the world for men and women.
Best shaving
I think I'm going to do that buy one, get one free on Black Friday.
Oh, that's dope.
Nice. I like those Coochie. I like the spray that stops the bumps from starting. It's great before you dance.
Yeah, some of y'all gotta
people will
invest in that
shave
for
and then they
real,
get there and they grind on guys. You get all the bumps. You can't do that.
no.
So you got to spray it before,
You got to get that.
You got to make the critter looking pretty.
The critter? Did you call it a critter?
We got to watch what we say on the radio. It's the critter, okay?
You can't call it a kitty or something. A critter? I want to like defend myself against. Get that critter away.
I didn't call it the predator. I called it a critter, not the predator.
That sounds
But
horrible.
yes.
Predator.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you so much for calling in, Dawn. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you. Yes, the critter.
The critter. That's
It's
scary.
coming.
I don't want to feel like it's gonna bite me. What up, Alan?
What happens? It does. It should latch on. If it's not biting and latching onto you, it's failing.
Why
That
does it
means
have
it was
teeth?
too exploded and loose.
You don't know.
Too much was in there.
Biting
Like too
includes
expressed.
teeth.
So we are on. Just so you know, we are on the line of what is acceptable on radio.
Yes, we are on.
We
the
are
line.
not podcast. We are radio. So I had a meeting on Tuesday, and they said we have to behave ourselves, and we have to watch what we say. So it's actually illegal, and you can go to court if you talk about actual sex acts. So you can't say certain things like, but you can word it differently, so it's not bad.
Listen, critter and kitty should
Critter's
be.
okay. That's not bad. It's talking about like sexual acts.
Okay.
Isn't okay.
Okay, because the
Kitty's okay. It didn't pop in my head. It's critter.
All right. I got you.
But yes, acts. If you said this happened or bestiality or something, like you can't talk about that on the radio because people skip through. Even though we're on at 10 o'clock at night, you just can't. Like they don't want it. We're community radio.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're behaving.
I think it's something to be think about too. Is it's kind of about like actual fluids and specific substances and things like that are kind of a little too edgy.
So we're behaving.
Her voice came out so cute and sweet.
It's so cute. It's so innocent too.
Pardon me.
Please, would you mind not talking about ejaculatory fluids, please?
But yeah, so we watched how we word it all. Like, you could be like...
It's kind of fun to be creative too.
Exploded in a frenzy. You got to watch how you say it. He said it can be clever. You just got to reword everything, which we can do. We're successful at it.
Yes, ma'am. With it.
I love it. But I think it's time for another little song break. And then we will return with some awesome stuff, tarot card reading, updates on the strip club industry, and more.
All right, tune in. We're going to be reading somebody's tarot card live on Facebook Live.
Yes.
So let's get it.
We are.
What song we got?
Da 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 da.
I got a beatbox again.
I think. Angel in the Centerfold, Poison,
Gary,
music. Hello, welcome Beyond the Pole Radio. We are on 106.3, RochesterFreeRadio.com, DRFCLP Rochester, every Thursday from 10 till 12. And you can find us on YouTube, Beyond the Pole Radio with Katrina Lee. And we are on Facebook, Beyond the Pole Radio. So we are coming back in from a break, and there's been a lot going on. So I work with this thing called the bridge. And the bridge has 3 cuts in your ear, like acupuncture. And it sends waves to your brain so you're not going through opioid withdrawal. And it's amazing. It works 100% if you don't touch the wires and you don't remove it. The only times it doesn't work is if you play with it. And it literally stops stroke sickness within your 18th hour. And then this one, all your withdrawal symptoms start showing 18 hours of. And then, so it tricks your brain so you don't feel like you're going through it. So you keep it on for 5 days and you're not sick and you don't suffer. And it's amazing. It's going to change the whole world of addiction counseling. And I got it picked up all over Western New York right now in Erie County. Already, my partner and other people have set it up in Rochester. And we got our first doctor who's going to be taking the bridge. He's going to put it on you. And then it's going to wean you off onto Suboxone, and you're going to be set. It's amazing, and all the drug courts, everyone's going to want it. Absolutely insane. I'm so proud to be involved with such a great cause, and I love it. So I'm not perfect. All my friends messed up, and that's why our show is like Howard Stern style life hack. I don't call it rehab because most people, especially in my industry, they're not going to completely go sober. They're going to fail at it. So we try to wean you off stuff. And like, if you have to smoke marijuana to get off heroin, okay, we're not going to judge you. This is an in-between show. This is not sober living. This is like, okay, where you can go in advance to.
A functioning human.
Functioning human. If you have
make healthy choices more than before.
So yeah, if you falter at it, it's okay because we're up, downs, all around. Most of our listeners have been in jail, rehabs, all different stuff. So
cool. So I got these tarot cards.
I think it's a good idea.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, tarot cards be fun. We're gonna do some readings. You guys shuffle. He's gonna read. You gotta put your spirit into it and sense it. Then I'll read them later. But yeah, there's up, downs all around. And so I'm from Holland, New York. It's a really small town in Western New York, Erie County. People get confused, think overseas because they look European.
I hope all 3 people in Holland, New York are listening to Katrina right now. Yeah. Shout out to you.
There's not a lot. Our graduating high school class had 84 people.
84? That's not too
Very
bad.
small. That's small. But it's small, and it got even smaller, and it's got a rapid heroin problem, bad. Heroin is so out of control.
Do though, Mount Morris, all.
Yeah, it's a small in the middle of nowhere country towns because it's just really bad. And then there's Section 8 housing there, and the whole town changed. So I lived on Main Street, and it was a great life. And walking up and down, and all the stores closed. And literally, my friend who lives down there, she's like, it's like zombies wandering the streets because they're on heroin. Bad. So I called the town hall. I called the town. I did everything. And I set up the first walk-in clinic pop-up, and it's going to be in the community center in Holland. And I contacted every agency to get all the pamphlets from Horizons to Bryland to Western New York Interlock to Family Justice Center to Haven House. And we're going to make a difference. And my friends actually live in Holland, right on Main Street, and they can walk to the clinic, and they're going to help me run it. So we'll have a day and time all organized and set up for when this occurs.
Holland, how far away is that?
From Rochester is like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half? That's not Rochester.
It's not Rochester. It's the first ones in Western New York. Or expanding. We're not just going to be Rochester.
Oh, good. Yeah.
No.
Awesome.
Gates to Recovery is actually expanding into Western New York, Erie County.
Dope. Okay, Erie County.
But I picked Holland because I'm from there and it was easy.
You got to rep your hometown.
I'm not going to pick some weird town I don't know anyone in. I'm going to pick what I know. And it was easy in Holland. So Easter will have a time and date shortly. And I probably open 8 of them within the next week and a half.
That's dope. No, it's
and get
not
all the
dope.
pamphlets.
Dope is bad.
We're doing dope's bad.
Yes.
Depending on what dope
good.
is, but yeah.
Right. Oopsies.
Oopsies. Yeah. Drugs are bad for you.
Drugs are bad, kids.
Evil.
They're real bad. Don't do drugs.
But we're opening it. It's happening. And we have the doctors for the bridge.
Ooh,
and we got all the drug courts on board. So it's all coming. It's absolutely insane. Now, today was a little shocking. It was a little switched up and not a fan, not as organized. This whole week has been really, really hectic. But the whole strip club industry had amazing Halloween.
Dope. Yeah, I heard it was getting pretty lit out there. I'm not really big on strip clubs myself. I don't really visit them too often, but I heard it was a lot of fun. So.
And on top of it, we had Monday Night Football with the Patriots in Buffalo.
Right.
And that was wild.
Shout out to all my Bills
Absolutely
fans out there.
packed
Insanity
insanity at the clubs. Ever made a ton of money. It
my
was
team
fabulous.
is undefeated. Every single year, my team has won the Super Bowl. Every single year.
What is your team?
Team cheerleader, son.
Team cheerleader?
Undefeated. Yeah, I never leave
That's
a game
easy.
angry. Never.
Yeah. If you bank on the
Yo,
cheerleaders.
You need to watch the cheerleaders. Don't worry about the football. I'm not going to sit here and argue about a bunch of millionaires, but I enjoy the game. I enjoy playing the sports, but I'm not going to sit there and argue and fight over who does better. They're a bunch of millionaires. Let them have fun, enjoy the game. But the cheerleaders, now that's a real sport. That's something you can get behind.
I was a cheerleader. I didn't do that stuff. My friend Ashley
All right,
did. The
so-
Bills lost their cheerleaders, so
Which is ridiculous.
ridiculous, but
Ridiculous.
it happened. So
Hey, listen, I think I'm done shuffling.
get in
these tarot
there. So we're
cards.
gonna wait on the break. You can do a Facebook Live, but you can't really do it on the radio with excitement. But there's a lot of things upcoming. Black Friday, different holiday stuff. Dawn's gonna have deals on Foreplay. My adult stores, I have one in Playmates, and they're expanding. One in Jamestown at Mister's. They're gonna have deals and specials.
Dope. Very
Lots of
dope.
toys. So I got the best toy. I won it. It was great.
Was this the golden butt plug you were talking about?
No, I got rid of that. Ironically,
Would it chip somebody's tooth?
Mariah bought it, and
What?
she uses it at Playmates. I didn't want it, so I actually resold it to another girl, and it's actually Mariah at Playmates is using it.
You sold a used butt plug.
I didn't know it's not used. It's brand new.
Huh.
I didn't use it. I don't use butt plugs. It's not my thing. No, it wasn't used. That's disgusting.
Oh, all right. I'm like,
That's disgusting.
All right.
No, I won it, and then I just put it in the case at the store, and then she bought it.
oh, so you weren't like a kid at Christmas when you got the butt plug? You're like, all right.
No, it's not my thing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
you
it's
never
not.
know. You
If
try
it
it
was
once, you
like
don't
something
like it,
else,
twice,
maybe, but it wasn't
is.
that. Yeah, it wasn't my forte. It's a little.
Carla wants her cards pulled, so on break we'll pull Carla's
We're
cards.
gonna do it.
Dope. All
We
right.
will, and we'll read it. I'm really good at it, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So
I'm excited.
I'm excited. So, what was your son for Halloween?
He was the same thing he has been since he was able to design his own costume. He was a soldier.
Okay.
It's all he's ever been. All he's ever wanted to be is a soldier.
Do you think he's gonna go right to the military when he's older?
I think there is a solid chance of that. Like,
That's kind of terrifying because who knows where?
is.
Like, I look at where strip clubs will be in the future, and I can't even fathom. Like, I believe straight up prostitution, every drug you can, whatever. Like, it's sick. Like, the industry has changed so bad. It's nothing like it used to be.
Listen,
I can't imagine what the military will be at that point.
if he goes into the military, I will be that one dad that flies out there. Won't be out there like
Make sure.
hiding around the corners and shit. Like, what's up? What's up?
Is my kid okay? Like,
Right.
what's happening?
I'll be out there with them playing clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I can't tell him not to, and I won't
No,
tell
you
him to
can't
do
because
it.
they won't.
Right. I mean, I've got the
Listen.
utmost respect. Like, for one of his birthdays, my buddy Frank Lochner, he was in the airborne. He's a vet. He came to
Yeah.
my kid's birthday party because it was an Army themed birthday party, And we even had Santa Claus DJ. My boy Paul Mano was Santa Claus. We had Santa Claus DJing, and he had an Army vet. He didn't let my boy Frank put him down. He was like, oh, my legs are tired. So he's sitting there like he's fanboy my boy who's the airborne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like, he's just sitting there just so happy. Like, he loves it. We see veterans walking like Wegmans. We always go up and talk to them.
I always say hi. You just smile. Any old guy, honestly. I always smile. I'm like, how are you today? And just makes their day. They like feel like they're young again. Like, just be happy in life. Like, all these people are so miserable. I went to the gas station. This is so sad. I'm going to say where it was. It was in Elma, and I was there. It was Crosby's. It was right off the exit. And there is the most miserable man I ever met in my entire life. And he's sitting there. He's blocking off where you can pump your gas. And he's just standing there. And I'm like, sir, can you please move? I'm polite. And he's not moving. And then he goes and he's like, gets nasty at me. I'm like, sir, like all the tanks are, can you please move out of the way? He's standing there. He's not in his car. He's standing there. He turns around and he snaps out at me. He's like, you call me Mr. A-hole. Screaming. I go, you don't even deserve Mr. respect because you don't get it. And I go, you know what? I'm really sad that you're so ugly outside, but you're ugly inside. And no one must have ever loved you. And I drove away and I went to the NOCO.
That's not very...
He blocked me off. He was horrible.
Wow.
He attacked me for no reason. I'm talking about a 75-year-old man for no reason, screaming at the top of his lungs at me in a gas station parking lot for no reason. And other people screamed at him saying, leave her alone. What is wrong with you?
That's ridiculous.
I was lucky, or he was lucky that I wasn't drinking. And obviously in the car, and then I was in an angry mood because I could have plowed him down.
I think everybody is lucky when you're not in a bad mood.
In a bad mood, yeah. I could have plowed him down in a second. I was like, no, behave. Go to the other gas station. Relax. Everything's going well. Don't mess up your life.
That is absolutely the best way to do it. No more hot pans for Katrina.
No hot pans. We're done.
Hot pans.
Hot pan keeps texting me. I'm avoiding hot pan. Avoiding. We don't need any more disasters. They just keep coming back and they don't go away. I can have a hot pan disaster and they're like, I love you, and they're back. Like, how?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do these cards mean? What's the cups, the hangman, and the strength?
They're in the book. So
they're
that's what I got to read. They're say way they say it. So that's what we're going to do in the break, and then you can show it. So
cool.
I think it's a good time. What are you thinking? I know we can't play like corn and stuff. What do you think they have on this computer?
I don't know. They have Fiona Apple, so their 90s section is probably pretty strong.
They have a lot of different stuff.
I am a 90s fan.
I love the 90s.
Yes,
so I do. I love lithium.
Yes, fantastic. Hey, you got any Bush?
Do you have Bush? Cindy.
Giggity.
Do y'all have Bush?
Now, that depends. Are we talking music or is this a personal question?
No. She jumped in. We knew she'd be fun.
It's on and popping for
Say no to Bush unless it's music.
Well, all I know is that right now we've got a little Doobie Brothers queued up.
Perfect.
With some America
Doobie
after
Brothers.
that.
Perfect.
So, who doesn't like Doobie in America?
Great. My favorites.
You're awesome.
Yes. Thank you. Song break. And we
Appreciate
shall
it.
return in the next hour.
All right.
We're back. We have us, Suzanne, in the house.
What up?
And we had Dawn Marie earlier talking about our sex toy of the week. And we're just like, happy Thursday. It's a great time. We went out last week. We took a nice little break. And now we're fully refreshed, ready to rock and roll.
Don't lie. We were suspended.
I know. We got in trouble. We had to watch ourselves, so we can't be bad. So Roxy said some things that were a no-no and oopsies. But we're never going to repeat that mistake again. So all our guests are not allowed to talk about actual sex acts. Right. You can't say how it went and occurred. You can word it like, I don't know, exploded or something. You just can't say the real words.
What I mean by sex acts. We don't have to describe what the sex act
Yeah.
is. You know what I'm saying? No pictures drawn. Yeah, you got that. I was totally not talking into him.
Oh, yeah, Mike. He's not even talking to the mic. I'm like, what are you doing? Get in the mic. Forgets the radio. I'm like, on the mic.
We don't have a script or anything. This is completely live. It's just us sitting here conversating for 2 hours straight.
That's the thing. Is we're live. It's raw. This is real life. This is how it goes. It's unscripted. It's how it happens. It could change anything. Some maniac could be in the window and it could change the whole direction of our show. I mean, when was the last time you actually have a sober conversation? I'm talking to listeners out there, the people on Facebook. How many times you have a sober conversation with somebody face to face with nothing, no TV, no radio, no nothing for 2 hours? Yeah.
It doesn't really happen anymore.
Are you actually sober? Because I'm not. Are you pretending to be?
I'm sober-ish.
Really? I had 10 shots of vodka. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
No, I'm kidding.
At a girl.
I was like, I'm going to be a champ and get on the radio and say crazy things I'll regret later.
I mean, we could have parking lot pimped and we could have been drinking in the parking lot, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah, I know, nothing like that. So, but yeah, I'm so excited. So many things coming up.
So excited. Yo, there's a lot of good stuff going on, man. Rochester's coming up. Big shout out to DJ Ease, by the way. He did Kodak Kids 2.
Yeah, you said about it, but I didn't even know it was a kids show?
No, it wasn't a kids show. It's Kodak Kids. It's local Rochester artists. Ease put
I saw
together
it online.
a mixtape.
It seemed like it had a big draw.
But listen, this dude, he's all over the world, and he took the money that he made from working with just Rochester people and he donated to kids cancer research here in Rochester.
Oh, wow.
So he took every dime that he got from this thing and he directly deposited it into the Kids Cancer Foundation, I believe it was. I'm not sure. But like, that's what he did, and that's how dope of a person this guy is. He's working with the biggest people on the planet when it comes to music-wise, and he still comes to Rochester, works with people here from the streets that are doing their thing, that are trying to come up, and then he donates some money from that. Like,
that's amazing.
You know
like, I'm
DJ
so terrible like that, and that's such a good thing.
Right.
Like,
You don't
literally,
get that a
my
lot,
money
man.
goes to self-finance walk-in rehab centers and like medical supplies to help addicts. That's where my money goes.
Right.
Like, I work so hard for it. It's crazy. And I donate so much stuff. Even like I have this thing, Not Just a Pretty Face, and we collect hygiene products and makeup and we give it to Be the Change in Rochester. And their show is on Sundays on this station, 106.3. And they like literally needle clean and do everything in the area. And it's a great sober show. I love Stephanie and Katrina. Very involved with them. Wonderful people. I met them because my show used to be on Sundays right after theirs.
yeah, that makes
And I give them so many donations from the clubs. And they do so much amazing work in the city. You see them all the time on the news, and it's disgusting, honestly, how many needles they're picking up. And they openly put it, and it's not hidden, it's Be the Change. You can go join the group if you're an addict or you're recovered and you want to be involved. Like, it's insane the amount of work, and they're just amazing people.
See, like, you don't just donate money, which, you know, it's cool. You donate
It's
money. That's
work.
awesome. But you donate time. And people don't understand, like, as a personality, as somebody that's an entrepreneur, as somebody that's doing stuff, like, donating your time is one of the biggest gifts that you can give. If you don't have the cash to donate your time. You being in the streets doing work in your community, it is worth more than that $20
Absolutely.
you kick in. Get in there for a couple hours. Do your thing.
Like,
Whatever
even
it is, just
Dawn
donate.
goes
Kids,
and she
cancer,
feeds the
whatever, you know,
homeless.
the junkies. Help somebody. It
There's
doesn't matter
so
who
much.
it is. Yeah,
And it's the holiday time, and there's tons of stuff you can help out. Now's the
For
time
sure.
that Salvation Army, Toys for Tots, everyone wants it, the Giving Tree, everything.
You can do something simple like keep a box of granola bars in your car when you see the guys on the side of the street.
I do that.
You know, hand them
do.
granola bars or
I
something.
give them pre-pasted toothbrushes along
right.
with a Snickers bar and a
Soap.
bottle of water.
A bar of soap.
Yeah,
You can
but
get those
now
cheap at the dollar
Yeah,
store.
yeah.
Katrina throws it like a grenade.
Well,
'cause
I
she
was
doesn't want
afraid
them to come
because the
up
one
to the
woman
car.
was scary. I'm sorry. The one.
She like,
I know.
There's
Although
your toothbrush, take it.
I have learned very humbly
let it get
that
close to
you
your
have to be
car.
careful what kind of granola bars. You don't want to hand out the ones that are really crunchy because sometimes people have trouble chewing.
Oh,
that's
So the softer granola bars and nutrition bars are actually
okay.
better.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I
And
know.
apples. I was thinking, here's the healthy snack. I was like, oh, I can't eat those.
They could suck on.
Yeah, no, I never thought
not
that.
really
But
bad.
there's this
Yeah,
one
that's
woman who I haven't seen her, so I don't know if she's in jail or rehab or she got fixed or I don't know. But she used to sit on Main and University, and
That's
she
that
would
spot
chase
right
me
there.
right down to my car, and she would hit my windows because I was nice and I gave her a donation. So I was afraid of her, so I'd throw like the bottle of water away from me so she could get it and not get close to the car.
Oh my
But
God.
she chases me down with a peace sign, and multiple people saw it. So I don't understand.
That's kind of strange. I don't
It
want
is.
anybody chasing
It's that
after
same woman.
me.
You
I don't
probably
like
saw
that.
her. She's like, I don't know. It's really odd.
That's
I'm
a
like,
spot right there. Yo, they have like their little
all
like
of them. Every time I go to the
schedule.
radio station, all these homeless people keep coming up to my car, and so I give them these snacks that I pre-set up in the vehicle. But
Yeah.
I don't think that should be what I worry about on my way to work every day.
They got a spot over on what is it, 104, right when it gets to Lake Avenue, 104 on Lake Avenue. There's like a little spot. They do like shifts, like the homeless people. They're going
Yeah.
shifts, and there's another one over here on Eastern University.
Yeah, that
Right.
one.
There's-
Dude,
you'd always
Main
know you're gonna
too.
find
Right
somebody
there
there.
on the corner. There's always someone there.
Oh, awesome! Lucky just hopped on.
And they're like, repent. I need to meet up with Lucky. I want to get some clothes.
Lucky
on.
Katrina
I
wants to meet
know.
up with you.
I know. I realized I like one shirt looked really soft online. I was like,
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
get one.
His
I didn't even
gear
know.
is
So I'm
so
like
dope.
new to it. I'm like, ooh, It looks really nice, though.
I didn't drop the pictures, but he had me shoot for the new T-shirt he got in.
Yeah.
And they're so freaking
Is it
soft.
the mauve?
The
like
Vlog ones?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah. That's one I saw on the site. I was like, ooh.
They're really, really, really nice. So, yeah.
Yes.
Lucky. Get a hold of Katrina.
I know. I'm like, I want to get some stuff. So I'm all about it. Like, I have money.
Yeah, check them out. GetLucky.com, man.
They had nice shoes and stuff for men. Like, I was like, oh, those are nice. I like them. Very cool.
He says the best offer he's had all day.
Right. So I am looking in the Extremely Hot that just came out, and there's a lot of updates, but exciting parties. All the Thanksgiving stuff's coming up. It's almost like Friday is holiday shopping time. Almost sad. Like, Christmas is coming.
Yo, I'm selling cell phones for an authorized dealer out of Walmart's right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be there on Black Friday. Like,
oh, this gonna be insane.
I wanted to like get back to my roots. Like, I took a little time off and like I delivered the pizzas and doing the things like that, just like get some cash. But now like I want to get to my sales roots again, and I want to start like, because I'm starting to rediscover who I was. You know what I'm saying? I lost who I was in that whole process of relationships and garbage and court and BS, and I feel happy finally, the first time in years, just getting back to who I am as a human being.
I started medical sales, and my dad freaked out on me, and he goes, I know you know strip clubs, and I know you're an entrepreneur, you know business. He's like, you don't know medical pharmaceutical. You can't tell doctors to give you kickbacks if you let them hold on to something. He's like, you can't walk into companies that are pharmaceutical and like kind of almost bribe them, and you can't do certain stuff. So now I'm reading all the pharmaceutical and medical laws so I don't mess up. And my dad goes, I swear to God, if you mess me up and you embarrass me, I will kill you. My dad's very involved with the addiction rehab community and everything in Buffalo, along with my mom, and they were like, no. And so I didn't know you can't do that. So you can't tell a doctor, like, because I control the bridge and where the distribution rights are in the area with my company. And they're like, I guess you can't say, like, we'll send clients to you if you give us this much money.
Well, you're obviously pushing the product, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
But medical is different than actual sales because it's government money with insurances. So you can't play around. It's a whole different ballpark.
Yeah, you're not pushing fidget spinners. This is something that actually has a freaking benefit. Like, listen, if you're doing drugs and you want to get
ethical laws,
clean,
and it's a big difference.
Right, you're not pushing
what's okay
it for really financial gain. Like, the financial gain is a secondary thing for you. You're not making money off these clinics. You know what I'm saying? It's a secondary thing for it. You know, but you make money on it. Great, it is what it is. You're pushing it because it's going to help.
It's going to help all these people.
It's a different type of sale.
And when doctors are cutting down prices, and it could be $1,500 for the bridge, and only do it for $1,000, and wanting to help people, you should be trying to get kickbacks.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
And my dad freaked out. He's like, oh my God, where'd that come from? I'm like, all right, yeah, it probably isn't what you do.
Yes, you probably not.
No more of entrepreneurship that way. We're going to be a good girl and be...
We're gonna scale back the hustler like 20% here. So just bring that down
It's not a strip club.
Okay?
It's a medical field.
Getting dance tokens here, so we're going to just bring
You
that
can't
down,
get that guy who passed out and grabbed that 20 dropped on the floor. Like,
Really?
this is real.
I feel like that's good no matter where you're at. If he passed out and he was being a jerk...
Guys would leave money on the rails and walk away. They're drunk and just forget their singles on there. And guys all the time in the ATMs leave a 20. They'll get $100 out and like pull out 80 and drop a 20.
Huh.
They're just special.
Dumb.
Yeah, I was going to say dumb. I'm like, special, drunk, blind.
No, you know what?
They don't know.
At that point in time, you don't have a lot of blood growing to your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like... So, and you get the drinks, and I understand. It is what it is.
It's a little rough, you know.
Everybody's got their thing.
It happens.
I just drop money all the time. I lose stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I learned on my dad's like, don't you dare. And my dad's like, you're not going to embarrass me and your mother. I'm like, okay.
This week.
I'm behaving. I learned I can't do that. I didn't learn my lesson because I didn't do it, but I learned that I can't do that in advance. Because I was trying to think of how to extract every dollar I possibly could. But I was like, no. This is not a business. You can't do it that way. What are you thinking? Like, oh, okay.
This isn't the back.
You can't really say, hey,
club.
You're the only doctor with the device. Now you give me the money or I won't let another doctor have it. That's a no.
Huh. Right. That makes sense.
Yes, it does. Right. I understand that's why there's laws.
Thanks, Katrina's dad, for keeping her out of jail again.
Yes, thank you, Dad.
Appreciate you.
Helping with the murders.
What the hell?
Yeah, he was
man?
like, And I guess if you mess up on the radio, there's some court you go to.
Court? They're gonna. Oh no.
No, that's what they said in the meeting. So I went to a board of directors meeting, and they said if you mess up, you can go to court. So I'm not sure what type of court it is. I don't know if you like swear on the radio, they arrest you, and then you have to.
I think it's got to be like some extreme amounts of like.
I don't know. That's what they said. I was like,
I don't think we hit that level yet. I think
no. They said we're right on the line.
Yeah.
We gotta behave, and I'm like, we're gonna step a little back from the line, and not push over the line, because you can't talk about certain things like bestiality.
That's the second or third time.
Tom Losey said bestiality, and that was a red flag. So
there's hair on my mic, and it's not mine.
Oh, none of the mic hair is mine, but I think it's a good time to cut into another song break, and we shall return and have another tarot card reading for fun. Oh my gosh. It was in your mouth. Were you licking the mic? And we have eyes. We're beyond the pole.
Beyond pole.
Yes, we are. We're back. So lots of crazy things. I am coming up in November's edition of Rochester Woman Magazine online. And Oz helped write the article. We had to rewrite it a little bit and talk about the bridge and our new doctor, because when we started it, it was supposed to be the October edition. We had very short notice. Mm-hmm. But now we have better time, and we can list actually the doctor involved, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, Katrina gave me like 5 pages of like the girliest chicken scratch ever. I'm like, I got to decipher this before I can even like type it out.
It was brutal. I didn't even know what to say, because they're like, what do you do? And write an article by yourself. How can I do that? And what's the limit? They didn't say the pages. I mean, what is that? What do I do?
When people are like, what do you do for a living?
Sounds like homework.
I don't know.
I know, it
man.
was work.
I do things I like to do, and hopefully it helps people, and I make money on the way.
And when you're really spread out like I am all over the field, I'm like, okay, I run businesses. I work in strip clubs. I own adult stores. I work with medical supplies. I do charity work. I help homeless people. I don't know. It's all over.
Like,
it was so much.
I wish a job title was I followed my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do what makes me smile, and hopefully it makes me money.
Yeah.
You know what somebody told me once is that if you're looking for a job and you can't find the job title you want, or you don't know what to look for, write the job title, the name of the job title that you want, write down the kind of things you want them to include.
Yeah.
And then you work towards finding the jobs that are those things. Like following your heart for me, it is going to be different than you, but following your heart might turn out to be being something you never thought of.
I mean, when people ask me
you
what
don't know. I mean, it's your passion. What is your passion in life?
What do you mean? I do a lot of stuff.
Remember I saw Avenue Q. It was great. I saw it in Rochester for the first time ever. It was amazing. The puppets are so funny. And it's hysterical. You got to see it. It's great. And it's rare when it comes around, but it's like, what is your purpose? And this week I think, like, what is my purpose? What do I want to do in life?
Right.
You know what you got to check out? There's an animated movie called The Point. And it was narrated by Ringo Starr. And
wow.
Yeah, right. And the music is all done by Harry Nilsson, who did a bunch of cool stuff.
I look at that.
And it's really cool. And it's about the same kind of thing, finding your point. It's cool.
Your purpose. Like, what is life all about? And the same thing, like, boundaries is important in life. Like, boundaries is very important.
You know which way to break them.
I work on boundaries and control. So it's about the law of sowing and reaping. You get back what you dish out. Consequences should not be interpreted. People generally have to suffer consequences in order to learn.
Repeatedly for some people.
Repeatedly sometimes. Yeah, I'm like the hot pan. I think I can fix it. And I'm like, nope. And then the law of responsibility. So you give when there is a need, but you limit giving in to everything people want. So know the difference between what you want and what you need. Don't give in to every want. Don't rush for the rescue.
That is true. That is very, very true. And you know what? Life doesn't have a safe word.
No.
You can't scream pineapple and it stops hurting you.
No. It's
crap. There goes my safe word.
Your safe word. Now I know.
Oh, man.
Too late.
Pineapple.
So then you have the law of power. So the power to agree with the truth about your problems. You have power to submit your inability to God. Now, I say your higher being. I don't really use God. But there are some things which you have no power to change. You have the power to search yourself. You have the power to turn from the evil within you. You have the power to humble and you have no power over what is outside of your boundaries. You can't control other people. Other people are going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. You can't stop it.
I was telling my son this tonight because he was upset about some stuff going on in his mom's house, and I was like, listen, dude, I can't control what goes on over there. You know what I'm saying? I can control your environment here. I can control your environment with me. There's stuff that I do every day that I make sure you're happy, you're safe, and you're on the right path as a young man in doing what you do. But I can't control every aspect of everybody else in your life. I can't touch that. It's impossible. All I can do is help you make better choices in your life and, you know, give you advice. Like, don't listen to me. Don't listen to your mom. Don't listen to anybody. See what people do. Watch their actions.
You gotta watch. Like, you don't know what it's like. Anything can happen.
Yep.
You can be with someone like, you can't stop them from cheating. If they're gonna cheat and play games, they're gonna do it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. That's what they want to do. There's no point. So just get out of the situation. Right. You deserve better. Don't be with that person who doesn't respect you.
And you give up your control, you give up your power when you let it affect you, when you let it mentally take a toll on you, when you let it affect your day-to-day life. That's when you give them the power. If you don't let that affect you, if you don't let it bother you, you just brush it off and move on with your day.
And it's hard, and you don't realize it because you can get in these relationships that are psychopathic or narcissistic, and these guys test you and they set you up, and then you don't realize you're too late, and it continues on. And that's how these domestically abusive relationships occur. And they test the boundaries, but you're already trapped from the whole like bonding in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no,
I've
been there, done that, and I think
it's
like
terrible.
Mental abuse like that
is awful.
Is almost as bad, if not as worse, as physical abuse. Because scars and bumps and bruises, that stuff heals. But some of you do it with a person's head, that lasts a lifetime. It'll take them a lifetime to get over that bruise, black eye. That goes away from me in a week or two. I got tan skin, so I'm good with it. But like you mess with somebody's head, that sticks for a minute, man. It took me years to get out of my mental slump. Like legit, like 5 years to get out of a mental slump. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. So
you like these glasses, huh?
I like the glasses.
I might have to rock these a little bit.
You can have it. I have another pair.
Oh, yeah.
They came from Bad Drip. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah, buddy. What up, Frank?
Yes, thank you, Frank. So there's a law of respect. So you are to respect other people's boundaries. When you respect other people's freedom, you're able to feel better about yourself and your boundaries and your freedom. Do you say yes when you mean no? Do you try to force your way on others? Do you feel guilty or angry or withdraw your affection from others because you don't want to feel that way? Just as you want to be able to make free choice in your life, you must allow others to make free choices for their lives.
Correct.
Have you ever tried to correct it? I try to change people. It doesn't happen.
That's like...
It's lost cause. And I tend to have like changed my life to merge into other people's lives where I wasn't happy. And then ultimately you're like miserable because you're like, I did this for you. And they never understand it. And it's a nightmare.
Yeah, and that's not the way to go about it. And that sucks. It's a hard thing to learn. It takes a while to learn. Like I'm 36 and I'm just learning that. You know, it doesn't just happen. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. And then there's a law of motivation, and freedom comes first and service to others comes second. You cannot say yes until you know how to say no. So false motivations
That's so true.
Fear of losing somebody's love or feeling abandoned. That can be a little borderline issue. Fear of somebody's anger or fear of being lonely. A lot of them fall into borderline. There's a lot of dancers and people I know who are borderline. Like something tends to happen around 16 and you like don't recover from it and you tend to stay in that mentality. So in the end of a breakup, you kind of wig out or there's issues that occur throughout life. And it's really common with a personality disorder and it's harder to beat.
I got a process now. So anytime I go through like a big life drama or something and I just feel like, you know what, I'm done. I go to my cousin's, I go to Lakesiders. I go there and I drink Jameson until I can't move. And then they drop me off at home. And I'm good. I just drink myself stupid one night. I don't really ever drink. I barely ever drink anything. But like a big breakup or something, I forget about that whole time period in one night. Thank you, Jameson. Thank you.
And then they have the law of evaluation. So you got to know the difference between hurt and harm. Hurting is temporary. Harmful is long term. So you need to speak truthfully to another person in a loving way. Don't be afraid to say no because it might hurt someone's feelings.
That makes sense.
Be honest, like.
And I feel like the freedom part of this is one of the most important things that anybody can have in their life. Like to be free to make your own decisions, your own choices, your own mistakes. Freedom is so important. Now, of course, if you do the same thing over and over again, your friends are going to yell at you. Donkey.
Yeah, and my friends all yell, and everyone is, and I'm getting the hot pan right now. I'm just
hot pan.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to do for Christmas for you. I'm going to get you a really dope shirt or like a little reminder on your phone.
Find me a boyfriend. That's all I want.
Find you a boyfriend.
Don't give me a hot pan.
Okay, no hot pan.
Find me someone who's actually really nice and respectful and caring.
Oh man, that's none of my friends.
It's hard. It's none of my friends either.
None of my friends.
So I don't know what to do. But
oh wait, I might have somebody. I do. I do.
Like that because I'm really gonna be set off, and I'm like a good catch. So it's a winner, honestly. And I don't really want to date. I don't want to go on Match.com. Ugh. That seems frightening, and I really have poor taste in men. And
you have that's not poor.
I have the worst taste in men in the world.
Have terrible, horrendous taste.
I'm like, wow, you're a domestic abuser. Let me marry you.
I was a dumpster fire, and you upgraded to like an orphanage fire. Some just terrible, horrible. Like, what are you doing? God. But yeah, freedom's a good thing. While we're here, there's a bunch of cool stuff we're talking about in Rochester. There's a few people that are making some big waves.
Awesome. Who are they?
You got Emilio Rojas right now. He is a musician. He was just put in Vibes magazine. Check him out. He's from Rochester. He's awesome. He's doing his thing. Musician end of it. Also, Pounds. I was talking about Pounds is crushing it right now with his Pee Wee Kirkland album. He is killing it. I mean, Pee Wee Kirkland himself came out to show love for the video of this, which is humongous. Like, that just doesn't happen. That's some stuff right there. On top of that, Noah, my trainer, he got voted, I think it was second. He took second place in Rochester's best trainer for the City Magazine. But to me and the people, Noah, you're number one. We love you. Paramount Performance, Noah, check them out at Jaybird. They just had their awesome Brawl in the Mall. They're in Greece Ridge Mall. Check them out. They got all good local clothes. Those guys support them. They're freaking awesome. They're always behind local charities and doing great things for everybody.
Yeah, I love helping charities.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm thinking about getting a chest tattoo.
Really?
Yeah, I think I want something up here, and I want like a phoenix, like a big phoenix. I want something over here like words, and then I want.
Is it gonna be colorful?
Yeah, I want it all colorful.
So I had back dermals because I watched a porno, and this guy it was like Targets, and I thought it was so hot, and I got them in. I got the two of them. But they reject, and it's not like a lifetime commitment. So cool. The one's out, and the other one I want to get removed. And I want to put little tattoos in place of it.
Dope. Right now, Dan at Artisan Tattoo, he's doing 25% off.
Yeah, I gotta wait because the scar tissue has to heal.
Yeah.
So it's not the 25% sale, but it'll be maybe in 6 months I'll have it.
Dope.
Yeah, I just can't do it right now.
Yeah, I got to get something done. Like
it's not worth
I haven't had
the
any
risk.
New tattoos in such a long time.
I haven't got any since I was 18, and I'm 36 now, so half my life.
Wow, that's half your life.
Half my life I've been naked in strip clubs. Yes, half my life.
Jesus Christ.
That's really sad. Half of my life.
We have elections coming up.
Yes.
So if you have one of these big political opinions on Facebook, you're sharing these memes, you always get hot and bothered, you're arguing with people doing your damn thing, why don't you take your butt over to the voting polls and vote? Now, this is important. It's not for the president. These are local people, local administrators, local people in our community that you see every day that are out there doing things every day. Your judges, your assemblymen, your senators, the mayor, all these people. These are important votes that affect your daily, everyday lives. You need to vote on this one. It's more important to vote, I believe, than for the president sometimes. So take care of this vote. November 6th, get out there to the polls. You'll see people out there. Listen, I love Jeremy Cooney. He's a fantastic dude. I was doing awesome stuff with them. You keep looking at your phone and bugging out. No. But this dude, Joe Robach, man, I see him.
I know that name.
I've never seen anybody hit the streets and work like this dude every
what is he doing?
single
I think
day.
He's on my Facebook.
I believe he's going for Senate this year.
Oh, okay, that's why. That's why. Yeah.
Joe Robach, he's the man, dude. He is constantly in the streets. He's constantly doing stuff for the community, constantly doing stuff for people. Check these people out.
Well, it sounds like he has a law of proactivity, like we're talking about, and proactive people know what they love, what they want, and what they stand for. They show and make these things known to other people. Proactive people do not demand their rights from other people. They live them.
Yeah,
that's positive. That's what you want to be, proactive.
For sure. I mean, if this dude was selling lollipops, like, he'd still be a billionaire because the way he moves and he cares about what he does. You can tell it that he's got passion for his job and the people of his community. So for me, I love Jeremy Cooney, great guy, but I think I'm going to stick with Senator Robach this year. So that's, we usually don't throw home in a vote, but that's my dude. He hustles hard. This dude is in the streets.
I like people who work hard and want to make a difference. That's a big deal.
If I had two promoters like this guy in a nightclub, I would crush out stadiums. This guy is a monster. He's one of the nicest people ever, but he is constantly moving one place to another, and he actually listens to people. Fantastic dude. So November 6th, get out there and vote, man, please.
Oh, I agree. Everyone should. Like, I mean, all these people complain and they're all against politics, all this stuff, but they're not getting up and voting. So what are you complaining about? You're letting it happen.
You're a keyboard gangster. Who cares about your keyboard gangsterness? Get out there and put your vote down where it makes a difference. Your local community. That's what matters.
So the rest of our boundary thing, we're almost done, is the law of envy. Envy shows what you want that you're lacking. So you're envious of someone or something that you want. So like you need to understand, be clear about what you don't have, if you desire it, and how you're going to get it if you want it that bad. Like,
that
just go for it. Like, you can't be against someone who has something you want if you're not trying.
Yep.
Law of activity has no description.
Law of activity.
I don't know, I guess moving around.
Just keep moving.
Activity, keep going.
I mean,
we'll give our own definition. Keep going, law of activity.
You got to run into something good eventually. You just keep moving.
And then the law of exposure. You need to expose your boundaries and limits to other people. I like exposure. It is your responsibility to help other people know their boundaries. It is your responsibility to communicate your limits to them. And just as it is your responsibility to respect other people's boundaries and limits as you learn them.
You read that? As you read it, you got up like you were doing a lap dance.
I felt it. So these came from the Center for Awareness from Amherst Therapy Court, all these guides. So if you ever end up in anger management, these are the classes you're going to be taking in the same handouts you'll be reading. So don't get angry in domestic violence court. It's called DV court, Amherst Therapy Court. It's interesting. So what are you looking forward to in the upcoming week, guys?
In the upcoming week,
any exciting? I know you're acting and doing different stuff. So.
Yes, I'm acting, doing a bunch of weird, different things that keep falling in my lap. I'm actually going to develop my IMBD and maybe actually...
Are you doing it? Because I'm trying to do mine right now.
Yeah, I got a link that the photographer Edith sent me, who took all the shots on my Facebook right now. The shot with like my profile pic of me being shirtless.
Okay.
Edith, she's a fantastic photographer. She lived in New York City for a long time. Just moved back to Rochester with her family. She's just fantastic. I was looking at the pictures. I'm like, wow, that's me, dude. And for the first time in I don't know how long, like I'm actually like happy with my body.
Do you have an IMDb, HL?
I do.
I found with myself is I didn't set one up because I don't know too much about it. But I'm under all these movies with my name and I have no picture. So I had to claim credit to these pages and I bought into one of the accounts and I have to like organize it. And my friend Marvin, who's an actor, my friend Marvin is going to be on a major show November 15th. Everyone's going to see it on TV and it's going to have 9 million listeners. I can't say what it is right now. It's major.
That's awesome.
And I'm so proud of him. Marvin. And he's been on the show. He's amazing. Right, just absolutely amazing, Martin. Yeah, and I'm not saying his last name just so because he's supposed to like I can't say what the show is, but it's a big deal. Everyone watches the show pretty much. Like
that's
huge
dope.
Deal, and he's gonna help me with my page. So I signed up for IMDb Pro on the phone, and you get the first month free, and you set it up. And then I was gonna work on it, and I didn't know how to do it, and Mark was gonna do it.
I've not really pursued anything, and it just keeps, you know what I'm saying? I get Susan from Two Suits.
That's what happened to me. I did it, and then I just keep getting these little stuff, and they're adding in, and I'm like, I'm not trying to go for it because I'm so busy. I'm like, all right. And then I'm like, I don't even know what this is. I gotta like do something with it.
Right.
And
I should actually put some effort towards something.
And I caught it. I'm on The Purge, and if you look under it, I'm on there, and I'm under Colbrook and other movies. But you see Katrina Lee, and my picture is there.
Picture. Oh,
I'm the only person without a picture. And I'm like, oh, I should probably fix it. And I have multiple last names. Because my last name isn't Lee, that's my middle name. So when I filled out paperwork for taxes, so it's all over the place. So I got 3 different like accounts almost.
See, it just says Tozan, actor in a movie called The City, or actor called in City.
Mine's all over the place. I'm like, we got to fix this. I'm like, this is crazy.
Definitely got to do that.
And there's a priority, and Martin is like amazing at it, and he auditions all the time. He's got a studio in which he films. He lets other people, and this is passion. He really wants to go far with it.
Is he going to teach you how to do it, or are you going to do it?
He's going to help me do it.
Okay, because then I'm going to look over your shoulder. And
you could go. You can come down, and he's awesome. I can get him to come up here. He's
That'd
great.
Be awesome.
He was on the show once. He's awesome.
Maybe we get him and
he travels around. He's done a bunch of stuff.
Maybe we get him and Susan from Two Sue's casting together, and we do some kind of like industry night.
It just popped up on my
Two Sue's casting. Yeah, Sue's awesome. Her daughter, what was her name? I call her Minnie because she's That's so young. Weird. She's adorable. She's doing like huge modeling things all over the place. Oh, Taylor Eraser. She's all over the place doing like huge modeling gigs. Doing fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's really good for her.
Yeah, man.
So it's a big difference.
Maybe we can get Sue down here with
something about a commercial in Buffalo.
commercial before. There was one
Yeah,
about
it's supposed to be female, mid-30s.
Was it a car insurance thing or like a legal
I don't
one?
know.
I got into an accident. I should have called someone.
Attorney roles. Yeah, that's the one.
That's why I got the same one. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, it sounds familiar. I just got it from my agency.
Dope.
Okay, that's why I'm like, whoa, that's really familiar what you just called out. Like, it's amazing, but Buffalo is getting so many movies, and Rochester's getting some, but nothing like Buffalo. We're really encouraging it in tax cuts and breaks. So cool. And they're not filming in LA anymore. There's a lot of potential and possibilities here. It's insane.
Yeah, so I really got to step that game up. I'm going to use the shots from Elif that she took as part of my comp card. And then I got to get a shoot done with Chris Cardwell.
Yeah.
And I just got the marching orders for the reality show. The producer hit me up last week. I was having a problem with my email, so now I have the marching orders for all the B-roll and stuff that we have to do for the reality show. So I'm glad that you're back from Florida and able to walk now. But your leg looks gnarly,
I'm not 100%. No.
That thing is freaking
I'm almost
horrible.
there, but I tried to work last week, and a customer came up. I was working in my store in Playmates, and I wasn't ready. I absolutely was not dancing. And this customer came up. He's like, "I'm so glad you're okay." And he hugged me, and all of a sudden, he cracked my rib. There's this pop noise. And I tried to talk to Dennis, the manager at Playmates, and I was trying to tell him, because this girl's in the bathroom. I'm like, and you're not supposed to go outside without telling anyone, especially me. So no one stalks me or fouls me out, because customers drink in their cars because there's no alcohol allowed. So he's like, don't. I'm like, I gotta go out. I think I'm be sick. I end up like The Exorcist all over, and I barely made it outside. But that guy, it hurt so bad. It was just sickening. It hurt so bad.
It's
it was
like
pop, and then my whole stomach fell.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, everyone stay away from me. We are not 100%.
No, your leg looks like
it's bad. So most of my time, what happens at home is I'm just laying in bed watching TV with it elevated, and then I sit on a donut and I go for a short while, or my friends drive me and I lay on my tummy with my butt in the air because my butt's broken still, my tailbone. I have cracked ribs.
Well, yo, watching you sit on a donut is one of the highlights of my Thursday night. Like,
I know, and I mauled. I was mauled. Like, I know I'm be scarred on my leg. Like, I was lit on fire. I mean,
like scars. Scars are a good thing, man.
I was lit on fire. I hit a barn. I hit a tractor. Horses were running in terror. It was really rough.
I wish there's just one night that I come like, oh, that's a normal night, Katrina. Wow, that's fantastic.
No.
You stayed home and did nothing, and nothing exciting happened. I'm going to Florida. Okay, cool. I'm sure it'll be a fine trip. Nothing weird's going to happen.
No. I had a bad feeling. All the tarot cards said something bad was going to happen, and I forced it. I should never.
I warned everybody.
I forced it. Everyone said, don't go, and this is so bad. And this time, though, I'm going again. I'm going to take the risk, but it's set up smooth. And I'm going down, and I'm meeting Demi Lovato.
Dope,
hi, Lindsay.
man. Yo, listen, I want to meet Lindsay. I really want to do.
Where should go down? Because I am.
I feel like I've always been really happy about her. She's just such a cool person. I think
it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm going to Boca Raton. It is going to be amazing.
My little brother used to live in Boca Raton.
And I can make a big difference and help rehab clinics. Like, it's going to be so cool.
What's Lindsay's name? What's her full name? I forgot.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan. That's right. Yeah, Lindsay Lohan. She's dope. Michael.
That's her dad.
That's her dad? Oh, no.
I'm friends with her dad.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah.
Here we go. Just listen. So, you can be her stepmom. And then, okay.
No. He's taken. He's got very cute little blonde-haired boys that are absolutely adorable. He posts pictures all the time online.
That's dope.
Gorgeous family. Really nice guy.
That's awesome.
He posts the best, inspirational, posts on Facebook. And when I was struggling with problems during my divorce, he talked to me a lot on the phone and helped me through it. I have the highest regards and respect for Michael Lohan. He is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of my closer people in confidence, and I'm looking forward to meeting him again and going down to Boca Raton and showing the bridge.
You need to call me when you're with Lindsay. I need to talk to her for just 5 seconds. Hi, Lindsay Lohan. Hi. Oh, my God. Those Facebook posts that people put up like that help so much. Like, when I was messed up, you know whose posts helped me out the most?
Yeah.
Victor Gomez. Victor
know.
Gomez. He used to own Subculture, the clothing line, and then G Inc. the clothing line, and then Subculture magazine.
Oh.
So yeah, his Facebook post, I was in a terrible time for a while. his Facebook post like really helped me. Like, he gave me a different view on stuff, and I was like, okay.
So
like,
you had
I'd
good
wake
ones.
up-
For some reason, I'm like Britney Spears, Paris Hilton.
Like, I'd wake up and
Maybe I
I'd
had
look
the
at it and be
wrong
like,
models.
all right, man, that's really cool. And like, I actually reached out to him. I was like, yo, thank you for that. It was a while ago, but I will not forget
He
that.
posts like the best stuff. He's so inspirational,
Yeah.
and he would
Great
talk to
guy.
me when I was really down and out, and and he's amazing.
That's awesome.
It's
man.
great. So I'm, like,
That's
so
really cool. I'm
happy.
glad you get to meet
So I
him.
get to go down. I'm like, yay.
That's dope.
I'm so excited. I'm leaving Sunday, and I'll be there, and it's gonna be a good time.
Cool.
So,
I'm excited for you. I'm a little jelly.
Getting somewhere, setting up the bridge. We're expanding it. I'm showing him the bridge, and there's a big concert coming up December 2nd for the VA in California. It's Guitar Legends,
Dope.
and we're gonna be talking about the bridge
Is
there.
Slash gonna be there?
No.
Oh.
But Jeff Beck, Sammy Hagar. Oh no, it's Major Legends. I'm just go Google and check it.
All
really
right.
quick.
Well, they are legends, but Slash is the guitar god.
Billy Gibbons, Sammy Hagar, Dave Navarro, Oranthi, Dave Felder, Don Felder. I'm sorry, from the Eagles. Robbie Krieger, and so many more.
That's a solid lineup so far.
And I'm gonna be talking about the bridge there.
That's dope. That's dope related.
And I called Ryan, who is one of the founders of the bridge. I'm like, you need to help me. I just can't go up in front of like 20,000 plus people in between like Sammy Hagar and Jeff Beck and talk about the bridge.
I can.
I'm like, that's terrifying.
Put me in front of
I'm like,
any
we're going to go
crowd.
there. So we're going to expand because the bridge is going to change the world. It literally stops dope sickness. And there's so many people affected by heroin.
If you need somebody as a public speaker, I am 100%
That's what we're
down.
working on.
That's
I
I
am
am 100.
that is not my forte. I'm
That's-
trying to learn.
I'm with public speaking. You give me a microphone in front of 100,000 people.
I run away.
I'll be up there like, what up?
No, that's when I run away.
Let's go.
I run away in terror in public speaking. Scary as hell.
No, I'm
but I started training myself with these movies to try to build. So
Right.
we are close to the end of the night.
Oh my God, that flew by.
The gift of gab. Da,
Yeah,
da, da.
man.
So we are Beyond the Pole Radio on Facebook. There's Suzanne on Facebook. I'm
up, what
Katrina
up?
Lee on Facebook. I'm also Katrina Lee, L-E. That is my rehab page. If you know any doctors that can prescribe medicine, there is an album called The Bridge on the rehab page, and it's got info, and we will give you $35 for every device sold. Come on and
Dope.
set us up.
Yep, find me on
It's sales
Instagram,
will hook you
Ozzy
up.
in.
That's it. Anyone who
Yeah.
gets us a doctor, does it right, gets $35.